Hi, this is Mr. B from Mr. B Next Barbershop. What I'm about to show you today is how to do 0.5 on the side and then trim on the top. So, we're about to start. Please, what you do, after cleaning your clipper and after sterilizing it, you bring it down to the side, here to the right in the middle of the clipper, and then you go by. And then you check if the side here is line up with your right on the side here, then you know your line on the both side is matched. Then you grab number one, you go, and then you shift it up. There you go. As you can see, the line start closing. Then try and comb it to see if it's cotton or not. And I know a lot of you will be wondering where is the second mirror that needs to be in the back so I can see what I'm doing in my back. When we get to that stage, I will let you know. Then you move the clipper up more, and then bring it to the side like that. You do the same thing on the other side. Then you take out the number one, you pull these. This is what they call 0.5. Then you brush it. Can you see, ladies and gentlemen, the line will start closing. Then turn the clipper to the other side and try and blend it in. Same thing on here. I love to trim my beard down because of right now in a pandemic, when you're at home and not doing anything, you realize your hair grow quicker. The people that have been saying they're trying to grow their hair for the past few months before the lockdown, they find it very difficult to grow hair. But these days now they realize their hair grow much more quicker than usual. Why? Because you're at home, you eat more, you drink more, you have time to relax more, and then that's the reason why you can see that because you relax more, your hair they start coming out, and then because you haven't been able to, like, for those of you that go to the barber shop that keep like messing around with you guys' hair, you can see now that like you leave your hair, you give your hair some time to grow, and then you notice that like all the places that you're looking forward to growing part of your hair that start growing back. So ladies and gentlemen, let's carry on. Right. So right now I need to grab the other mirror and try and use it to trim the back of my hair to make it look as smooth as the other side, as the both side. So before then, my clipper is running out of battery. I need to put it on charge for a couple of minutes, and then when it's on charge, I need to start shaving my beard. Thank you very much for your patience. We'll be right back. Thank you. We're back. Hi, this is Mr. B from Mr. B Next Barbershop. Right, we've done the both side of my 0.5 on the side, and what I'm about to show you now is how to do your own lineup by yourself by not making any mess. After when you finish, spray your clipper and kill all the germs in it, and then what you need to do next is to try and grab some brush or a comb to use it to tap the front of your hair just a little bit forward so you can see exactly what you're trimming out of your hair. Sorry. So what you need to do is to turn it this way and go by another side. Just make sure you line up between your jaw, yeah, and then this flesh here. If you notice, if you pull your hand underneath, you feel a bit of bone right in the bottom. So then what you need to do, pass through the line and go like that. But ladies and gentlemen, if you know you're trimming your husband's jaw, I know some of you haven't handled clipper before. If you have this clipper, if you put too much pressure on it, you realize you cutting him, and then all you can see, you can just notice that like the place it start hurting him or it start bleeding, and then you don't want that. So that's the reason why whoever that is being like the clipper provider, which is your barber, that help you to choose the right clipper for you, what you need to do, you need to speak to them. They need to help you to reset the clipper so you're not going to be able to have any injury when you're trying these at home, because some of those clippers can come out from the factory 100% really sharp. So that's the reason why for me, I know I can put like pressure of like around 40% in my skin without not having any injury. But for some of those of you that you haven't know how to handle these clippers, so when you put in the pressure, because of like you're using a new clipper and it hasn't been set, it can cause a bit of injury. So when you're doing it, when you do like that, make sure you didn't put anything like in terms of like pressure or anything in the back of the... Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, I had to sort out something really quick, sorry. Right, so if you notice, like what I was saying, at the bottom here, if it's something like, you can try and make sure wherever pressure you put in, don't put like 100% pressure from your hand to the clipper and then to the skin. Put like 30 to 40%, so you can see the like what you're cutting. I'm talking about where you pull that pressure from your hand because you're using the clipper that has been set properly. On else, if you try it with clippers like some of those clipper, well, I don't want to mention company's name, but I know there's some professional clippers that I know. If you use them, for example, they can cut you, But I can mention some few clipper that I know that like where if they come from the factory, been set properly, like for some clipper from Andy, some clipper from War, which some of them they're really good. Like for example, me, I use War and Andes because I believe that like right now, they're doing very good clippers and shavers as well. So yeah. So here you turn it, you go like that. And then so the same thing you go with the other side here as well. Then you turn it from there to like this. If you turn it to this way, ladies and gentlemen, you can have the nice cuff. Alright, as I was saying, like you can you see the line on the side here? It look really nice and flush into my face. There, that place already look different. So you can see the difference between here and here. So all I just need to do now is just try and comb out just those hair in the corner here that you can hardly see. What happened is some barbers, because they can see the light, there's not a lot of hair between here and there. So what they do, they chop your hair in from there to the end there, and then before you know it, right, you start become. So before you know it, you start noticing like your hair start growing bald. So what you need to do, sometimes you don't really ask them to give you 100% sharp shape. So all you just want, you just ask for haircuts, right? You don't need nobody to decide why, because of like, oh, your hair and the hair is not growing. And if you look at it properly, there is still some hair just between here and there and here. All you just need to do is you just try and comb them out. When you comb them out, well, just like I don't have a big comb here. So if you try and comb these ones out, right, you realize they start that there's hair there. And then, right, let me try and use this. I know this is not professional, but at the same time, as long as you can use it to achieve what you're trying to achieve, you know. So then you go by to see. Can you see the line? Then to line up the beard, and then when you're trying to trim the side of your beard. Guys, this is the tricky part. Pay attention to this, because a lot of people do use the shaver to cut them out, and then you don't need, you just want to cut yourself, you don't want to butcher yourself. Some of these clippers can be very sharp, I can't lie to you. So what happened is, try and use the side here to trim this side. Let me give you an example. I want to try and trim here. For example, I use the edges. And then the other side as well, I use the edges. But try and make sure you don't land it on there. You raise it up like that. And then when you get here, then you can put the middle on top of your skin. That place is very sensitive. Some people, when you pull the clipper right here, and they in their mustache, right, what happen is they start dropping, like some of them, their face is so sensitive. Like if you pull anything around their nose, you start noticing, oh, what is coming out from their eyes? Oh, is it hurting you? I said, no. It's just like I'm very sensitive in my nose, so don't worry. So when you're having that feeling, or you see you're cutting someone for the first time and see them dropping water in their eye, you can tell they're very sensitive people. I have loads of them as a customer. So like I said, we're about to do the other side of the beard. Like I said, like around 40 to 30% pressure on the jaw. And then before you can do that, you need to try and target where exactly the jawbone is, which is, I don't know what it's called, but I believe that these around here is about the jaw, which is the chin. So if you can try and target that place. What I do, I always put my hand right here to feel it, to see if I've done a good job. So if you haven't done a good job, trust me, if you touch it this way or that way, you can feel it if there's still some hair there. So you just need to do, you should just go around it one more time. And then comb the hair out. So yes, so ladies and gentlemen, what we're about to do now, we're gonna go on a short break and I will come back for the last part. Not the last part, just to show you how to cut the back of your hair at home. We'll be right back. Hi, this is Mr. B talking, doing how to cut your own hair at home. So now, I'm about to show you how to trim the back of your hair. Please, be with me. So, because I've trimmed the back, the front before. So what you're going to see now is like me trying to brush down the hair in the back here and try and use one mirror in the back, one mirror in the front. So the other mirror can reflect in the other mirror in the, so that the both mirror can communicate with each other, so you can see exactly what you're cutting. So from there now, what I'm going to do is to try and pull number one in my clipper, and trim it down. So, as you guys notice, when I first started, it looked like, see, the line in the back is still showing and then they're not straight. Before you can have nice line up and a good fade in your haircut at home, what you need to do, you need to make sure you trim the hair with the same length of 0.5 to the same level. So by the time I do the final blending, you will see either like the whole hair look the same and then they all look blend. So now I'm about to use my 1.5 attachments. You see the line is start closing. Or sometimes you can just use your left hand. This place here, you need to keep eyes on it because I call them blind spots. Sometimes you can see here very easy and you can see here very easy from the mirror. When you see place like this, you can't really see what is going on there, so you need to pay more attention to what is going on there. Try and brush it out, all of them, and see. You'll notice after using the 0.5, it looks like say the 0.5 creates another line in here and then another line there, which is not really too showing. But how to clean that line is by using the same 0.5 and 1.5 and push it down. You push it down this way and then you try it. So what you do next, you brush it so you can see. This is the reason why it look like, see why these guys keep brushing my hair when you're sitting in a barber chair. The reason why you need to brush it is so you can, the barbers and you yourself will be able to see what parts that still need a little bit of touch up. So then you grab your number one, you put it there, and then you go again. And then push it right to the middle and just on the side to use it to smooth it. And then the same thing goes to the corner here. If it refuses to go there, you pull it down and then you do like this. Then you brush it. And then now we need the side here to get the sorted. So here we need number one, and then you see the blind spot. So this is how you capture them. Then after them, you can just try and smooth the side to side, side to side, and then you check. So I still notice there's still some parts here which is part of the blind spot that still need to be dealt with. And you see? So for now, I believe, even though if I am not giving you haircuts, but I believe all the information that I put together by cutting my own hair on this video, and I believe that I've helped one or two people that can use the tutorial to use it to cut their own hair. And then what I would say again is, if you know that like the kind of clipper that you have is a wire clipper, it doesn't make any difference. You know, cordless, as long as the clippers that have all the number one, number two, and then you're good to go. So people that will see you, like for example, say with a nice fresh haircut, they'll say, oh, where did you get your haircut from on the lockdown? But hey, Listen, this is what we do in Mr. B Next Barbershop with Gloucester in GL1 4EX. GL1 in Gloucester 4EN. And if you want to trim the top, just comb it like that, push it down, so you will reduce the damage. Push the side down, not up, down, and then go by so. I would say my hair is not one of the best hair, for example, because I have a very terrible hair, but I can't lie to you. But if you have a nice hair and then you try these, as long as you follow all the guidance that I put there for you in this video, or if you have any question, you can drop message to my Instagram page or my YouTube page, Mr. B Next Barbershop. If you Google it, that is the only Mr. B Next Barbershop from Gloucester. Follow our page if you have any question, or how you can cut your hair, or how you can shave your beard, or whatever you need to do. But because if you're not professional, I'm not gonna advise you to use the razor blade to do anything with your face, because then it's dangerous. It's only allowed to be used by professional. So, and then if you have any question, just DM me and I will get back to you. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. And keep safe. Stay at home. Don't, mess around with people's life. Stay safe. Stay at home. Save life. Save the NHS. God bless.